Hi guys, it's Mikey here and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's video I'm going to basically describe the stuff that I really do not like about my city and other little things that kind of annoy me as well. Haven't thought of a video title yet, but it'll be something like things I dislike about my city and stuff, or something like that. Number one, what I really started to dislike in the last few months, first thing would be Instagram and other social medias. I'm not hating against social media in general because I can really see how it can be very useful for people. However, for me, what I've found that doesn't really work out, I used to spend countless hours a day on socials, especially Instagram and YouTube Shorts as well, which I really don't like, but hours and hours just, what do you call it, like doom scrolling and just getting absolutely nothing from it. I understand if you're watching an educational video or you're kind of learning something from social media, but if you're just really wasting your time, it's really annoying. Like, especially when you finish the day and you see your screen time and you just kind of like feel really guilty about it. So yeah, that's number one. Number two is when you're walking on a really busy pavement and someone stops right in front of you. There'll be loads of people behind you on your side and you'll just be walking down, I don't know, it could be Edgware Road or Oxford Street, and you're walking like at a really like, you know, city pace, like a medium to brisk walk pace, and then someone just plants themselves, and it could be anyone, it could be a local or a tourist, it doesn't matter who, but that's just so annoying because they just do it and you'll either bump into them or you'll just be like, mate, what the fudge? Yeah, that's probably like a tiny thing that annoys me, but it kind of does bother me. Okay, to be honest, I love London because it is such like a busy place and there's such a buzz to it and a good vibe, especially like when you go to Piccadilly Circus and Trafalgar Square, and I love it. But what I really don't like, it's the noise and the pollution that you get on, let's say, Oxford Street on a weekend afternoon or during rush hour, and it's all that noise, that shouting, people shouting in the traffic, all the fumes, and it's just, sometimes it can be personally a bit too much for me, and that's like a bit ugh. And that's why I kind of try to avoid the high streets as much as I possibly can, because for me it's like, what's the point? I'm not really going to enjoy it. I'd rather go by the river somewhere where it's more calm and relaxing, and that's like where I like to spend most of my time in general. You know, I just get really restless on long phone calls, and I don't particularly enjoy them, especially if it's what we can do in person over a coffee or just during a walk. Like, I guess we can always find the time or whatever, but it's, yeah, long phone conversation. The next thing I don't like about, I think, the city is people that are really inconsiderate on public transport. Like, you'll be sitting on a bus or in a train carriage, and then could be a group of kids, a group of drunk adults, anybody, just being really loud and annoying and talking absolute garbage and not respecting like everyone else who's on the bus or whatever, especially after probably a long day at work, or, you know, you're commuting to wherever. Everyone's traveling for different reasons and no one wants to listen to your BS, if you know what I mean. Like okay, the next thing that really annoys me is when I'm walking down the street and there'll be someone in front of me who's smoking one of those electric cigarettes. It could be one of those cherry blossom, grapefruit, avocado, mango infused electric cigarettes, and they'll take the biggest hit or toke or whatever, and then they'll just blow it into the air, and then it'll just like Thomas the Tank Engine, man, and it'll just kind of go into your path, and you'll just be breathing in all of their lung juice and all of that nastiness, and I'm like, no one wants to smell that stuff, no one wants to breathe that in, and especially like, yeah, that's just my opinion, and that's so annoying. Like, just, I don't know, find a spot, 5-6 people behind you don't want to breathe that stuff in. Oh yeah, what I despise is people that are so rude to customer service assistants. So like people that work in supermarkets or basically front-facing roles, and whenever I'm in a situation where I'm in a supermarket and I'm seeing someone just mouthing off at a cashier or in a shop like that, and it's basically over nothing. It's over something so minuscule and that doesn't need to be made into a situation. Do you know what I mean? You as a customer just have to be considerate. You don't have to make something out of absolutely nothing, and usually things can just be solved with a few words. You don't have to shout, scream, even be aggressive. Like that is unwarranted. That really annoys me. And as someone who's done a few customer service roles and who's been on the receiving end of it, it's just a no. That it also shows off what kind of a character that person has. Be nice. It doesn't cost anything. Oh yeah, and another thing is, so you will be walking in a busy, let's say, square or whatever, or could be anywhere in the city, and then there'll be these guys on these electric scooters that are going, who knows, at 20 miles an hour, and they're swerving in and out of people, and they're going so fast. They have no respect for anybody. People can easily get injured, and they're just going so fast. And I'm like, why are you doing that? Really? Is that necessary? Use the road. Don't go that fast on a walkway. Yeah, so basically electric scooters, electric bikes in general that are going really fast on pedestrian only areas. Come on, really? And how many near misses I've had, and probably everyone else has had in a big city, God knows. It's so annoying. It bothers me, and yeah, that's it. Another thing that irritates me is, okay, and I'll put my hands up, I used to be this guy as well, but people who are extremely late to functions, gatherings, or any kind of arrangement. I don't know, I'd like to always think if you arrange something with somebody, you can always give them maybe a 10-15 minute window of being late, and if it's communicated beforehand, that's alright. But if it's over a certain time and people just don't respect your time, I used to do this, and it's really irritating, and I think I've learned from my ways. But yeah, people that are just really super late to functions, and yeah, that really bugs me out. And what's that? Yeah, something else. When you're on a night out and you go to a club and you're queuing, it can be a bar or a club, wherever, and you're queuing up, you get to the door and the bouncers are giving you all this attitude. You don't give them absolutely no reason, you don't even say a word, you don't even give them a look, and then they're just like, sorry, it's not a mixed group, sorry, not allowed in. It's just and they just and you just know within the first 5 seconds of the communication, it's just a no entry. It's like, why are you being rude? I'm coming out, I want to go into your business, I want to have a good time, I want to buy a few drinks, I'll even pay for an entrance fee, but you're just being really rude and impolite. Why? I don't know. Maybe I can guess they've had probably a bad night, 10 bad customers, so they probably assume you're going to be the 11th. I can kind of see it from their side, but then at the same time, no. I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. This was just a little video of me venting to the world about all the little things, slightly bigger things that annoy me, all personal to me. Might be over-exaggerating on some things, but yeah, that's just my opinion. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thank you, bye-bye, take care.